Before I start, just for fun, if one got caress and Glaive melee was nerfed, the combo I'm about to show will do 428,169 DPS. Yeah, it's pretty wild. With the launch of Season 19, Glaive melees now benefits from exotic melee buffs, so buffs like Biotic Enhancement from Synthoceps, Burning Fist from One God Corrects, and Warlord Sigil from Winter Sky all increases the Glaive's melee damage. The base Glaive damage on our Mr. Cabal here is 11,301. With Biotic Enhancement, a 3 times damage multiplier, the Glaive does 33,903. With One God Caress, a 3.75x damage multiplier, the Glaive does 42,378. And likewise with Winter Sky, it's also a 3.75x damage multiplier. The Glaive Judgment Calgroth can roll with a perk close to melee, which increases the melee damage by 30% after defeating a target with a projectile attack, and refreshes itself with a Glaive projectile or melee hit. With Synthoceps, the damage goes up to 44,073. We can add in High Energy Fire for a 20% buff, and Tractor Cannon for a 30% debuff. With those, the Glaive damage is now sitting at 68,754 per hit. This season, we have an artifact mod called Solo Operative, which increases our damage dealt to combatants by 15% while in a solo fire team. With this, the Glaive damage is now 79,067 per hit. When using the Glaive melee, spamming Sprint, Walk Forward, and the melee key speeds up the attacks. Comparing to just spam the melee key, it's slightly faster, so we will use this for the damage calculation for an optimal result. With the spamming method, it took about 12.5 seconds to do 28 hits. In total, that's about 2.2 million just on melee damage, with a DPS of about 177,000. Now, that's probably one of the highest damage you could do with a special weapon, if not the highest, and surpasses a huge majority of the DPS options. But there's a small catch. The Lost Sector boss is major. In the update, Glaive's melee damage multiplier is reduced by 25 to 30% against champions, mini-bosses, bosses, and vehicles. If we would do the test on the boss, the total number will be between 1.5 and 1.6 million, and the DPS will be in between 123,000 and 132,000. And depending on the boss, damage numbers will be a little different because not all bosses share the same damage multiplier.